from. Let me turn down this. Right there. Hopefully, it's not drowning out the voice. So if it is, we'll turn that back down, like so. I'm probably going to use my filter here. So let's turn that down there, that up. All right. Sorry about that. So I'm trying out a new audio setup here to hopefully be able to better control and mix up my audio levels. So hopefully good. Want to cycle through my scenes just to make sure that I have everything good. So this is my secondary or my race view with my secondary camera down here. Hello. My mic doesn't need to be that close, I don't think. I don't hope not. And we have our right back also works. And yeah, mute. Yeah, obviously that worked. So yeah, looking good. All right, so we are doing Zolder, Boonatix GT4 Sprint League, and we will be driving again the Aston Martin GT4. Now, this is the round 3, race 3 of the league, and so far I've been really unlucky. So round 1, or race 1 in Bathurst, we disconnected a wheel, so we've got that sorted out. I'm pretty confident that it's not going to disconnect again. Race 2, we got violated. We got violated big time. And hopefully we'll survive race 3. You know what? I forgot to do one thing, and I want to quit out and rejoin if I can, because I forgot the all the way out of the game. I forgot to synchronize the liveries, so there's an own application, and have GT4 have our setups, community. Download that file. All the settings. Boonatix here. Obviously, you're not seeing what I see. So what I want to do is my secondary screen here. Yeah. So there is a settings JSON file that copy into the TimSync application here. So what we've done is we are going to rename this one. That's RXP, and we're going to have the settings Boonatix. So what we'll do, we just copy that and paste that, and we are going to up by just renaming to settings settings.json, and then we're going to start the simulation. There we have it. So we are going to start it up, and probably a lot of the deliveries are already going to be there because SRXP and Boonatix, they have a operation. So that should be it. So if any custom deliveries are set, then we'll be the ones to restart the games. Start the game. Go, I think. I'm pretty sure. So we'll restart the So back up. Back up. And connect. Hey. Oh. Good. Let's go out and do some laps. We'll do in the quali trim here, quali setup. So we'll load up our quali setup here and some laps. And if you guys saw yesterday, I had a little mishap here with my multifunction display. So I disabled the pit limiter on my way out of the pits. I got a stop and go 30 seconds, so that was shit for yesterday's race. But what I've done now is I've mapped it to a different funky switch. So it's a totally different movement so that we aren't accidentally going to be toggling it on. So hopefully well, obviously this race is a 45-minute sprint, so there is no mandatory pit stop. So what we'll do is we'll just fill up the tank, and hopefully we'll survive lap 1 carnage. And for today's race, I actually, if I can, I want to qualify a bit higher up in the grid. Oh, yeah, okay, so I better not do this then. We'll get over. So if I can, we'll return to our garage. If I can, we want to qualify as high up as we can. Actually, we're going to try to push a little bit and to see if we can do a better qualifying than we did for the race in what was the race? Where was the race? Brands Hatch. So hopefully a little better than Brands Hatch, a little higher up, so we can maybe avoid the hunting. If we can. You know, no guarantees. So we'll have to put together quite a good qualifying lap. I saw they were down on the 36s, the top guys, so yeah, hopefully want to be close. And in a GT4, it's Zolder at night. It's pretty much the out lap is just you really need to warm the tires, and the first hot lap is kind of a hit and miss because the tires will still be under pressure and under temperature, so they'll be cold. But then from the lap 3 on, you can probably start to push. So the cones here already disappeared. I fully expect them to disappear in the quali and race also. So one has to be careful there with the track limits so that we don't get a track warning. I don't think I've ever got a drive-through penalty in Zolder for track limits, but that's not to say it can happen. So alright, we don't want to be too close to this guy once we start our hot lap, so let's just pull back a little bit, give ourselves some space. Then see if we can get see what we can do. So as you can see on the tires, under pressured and not up to temperature yet, so still a good 10-15 degrees off. So they'll probably be a little bit slidey. But my main goal for today's race is set a qualifying lap that I'm happy with, so understeering there, and surviving first couple of laps. Hopefully no punting, no damage, and then from there on stick with the train and maybe, you know, then after that is just really set up and time your, if you can, overlaps, if you have to, defend. Zolder, one of my favorite tracks in this game. Such a good track once you get, once you get into the flow. Obviously a terrible track with regards to walls being close to the track. Real easy to end up in a wall here, as with a lot of the European tracks, but you know, it is what it is. Oh, damn it. Missed my braking parker. No biggie. So I'm fairly confident in the setup in the car. Let's see how far up we'll able to qualify. There are some pretty fast guys in this league, actually, in the GT4. Some of them can make them fly. So if we can, you know, be at the rear end of those guys, then we'll be fairly happy. Understeer there a little bit in the sand. I'm gonna try to avoid that for both the quality and the race, because that will lose us a lot of time. So the chicane is kind of tricky to get right in a GT4 car, because it's so sluggish compared to a GT3 car, so it's not just a matter of just turning it in. You have to be really precise and hit the line. So ideally you want to jump one of the bumps, and preferably not both of them. So in a GT3 I would prefer to go over the second one and trying to avoid the first one, but in a GT4 it's not so easy to be that precise. So for the race we are going to purposefully overfill the tires a little bit, because this track is notorious for slow punctures, and obviously the tires hit the left hand side has to survive that huge chicane. So let's see if we can build on this. I opened up the steering, but I shouldn't have. Validated that lap. No big deal. This is just a warm position. We're confident we can get into the 36s, really. But it's all about stringing together a good qualifying lap. I'm not the best qualifier in the world, I gotta admit. I am lacking a little bit, but with the race pace I'm fairly confident. So very late there. some understeering there. Pressures are okay. A little bit high though. I'm gonna have to turn down the pressures for the rear a little bit. We'll see. Oh, why am I understeering there? I wasn't understeering the whole session in the practice server. Kinda weird. I'll go back and check on the setup. Maybe I made a mistake with the it was a bit hotter, so temperature went up one little bit here on the rear end, so lower those real quick. Check the rest of the setup. The front end and the back end looks fine. The electronics obviously look fine. The fuel section looks fine. Mechanical grip. So, oh yeah, this is it. So I stiffened up the race setup a little bit, but the quality setup needs to be a little bit softer, so that was it. So one click down on the front wheel rates to get a little bit more turn in. And then this is good. It's bottoming, this setup, this low on the front end, it bottoms out in the chicane, but this is just a, since it's just a quality setup, so we don't need longevity. Car gets fixed anyway when we return to pits, so that's okay. So what did chat say there? So let's go out and just see if that made the car handle a little bit better. I needed a little bit more oversteer there. Gotta time the exits here. I just want to do a couple of laps just to double check that the setup is good. I'm pretty sure it is. There wasn't much that needed to be done, so just soften the rear springs a little bit so that I have a little more turn in. So we are currently P12. So top third, I would say. You know, if we can, we want to get in the top 10, if we can. You know, and anything above, you know, P8, P7, something like that would be cool. P6 maybe if we are really lucky. And like I said, there are a handful of guys here that are really quick, so not expecting to be right up there, but you know, to be close would be kind of cool. Let's try now with the not so warm the tires, but they'll get there. So definitely a little bit more oversteer there. Yeah, not understeering over the sand there, so much better already. Oh, why is this car in the middle of the... Why was there a car stuck in the middle there? That was dangerous. Oh my god. Okay, no matter. Oh my god, what's happening here? There's server did a poop. Oh, okay. was wondering what happened there. Also, server malfunction. Oh, there were some issues there. Okay. We didn't get disconnected the way I saw it, but I saw a lot of weirdness happening with the cars, left and right. Super freeze, yeah. Okay, obviously we are not hitting that corner as we should. But you know, we have 36 in the delta, so obviously it doesn't matter if it's invalid, but hopefully we can reach a 36. Oh, we jumped up to 36. Okay. Hopefully we can get a 36 something for the quality, you know? It's all about timing and flow this track. So if you can time the apexes, you can get a good flow through the entire track. But once you miss one of them, it's really hard to recover. Not too bad with a lot of mistakes. We're still 37-1, so we can nail if we can nail one of the quali laps, we can potentially be top 10, so let's hope we do. Still a bit of understeer there. Still a bit of understeer there. Question is, do we risk it with trying to go even softer on the fronts? Or maybe we should just raise the car a little bit. Maybe we'll raise the car a little bit and that AMG behind me looking ferocious. So Jim behind me and doing 35s. That's very quick. So he's a full second quicker than me, probably. If we can break a little bit later here. I don't know if we can break that much later, but we can definitely go on the accelerator a little bit earlier. We short shifted a little bit there. Okay, so we're high 36, low 37. Not too bad, not too bad. We can do better though, hopefully. Hopefully we can do better. Oh, quality then. We'll put up our quality setup here, where we have a fresh tire set. Fresh tire set. That's a little bit higher rear. I don't wanna soften the fronts a little bit, but we'll bar. I want to. Let's go out and do some laps. Could have done. All right, let's go out and do some laps. Want to be on the curbs and the grass so early on. I really don't want to be too much on the curbs and on the grass on this track at all. So increasing the preload a little bit will hopefully help us rotate the car for when we're on the throttle. We'll see if that will make it work. So the cone's surviving at least for one more lap, maybe? Nah, they're not gonna survive. They're not gonna survive, let's be honest. They'll die pretty quickly. Let's try to be relatively quick and as consistent as we can be. don't over the car. And obviously someone left the pits right before we got there, so could have been a little luckier there, but still there's a gap ahead of them and us, so a little understeer there. 136.7 already, okay. Not too sure we can match that, but we'll try. And one of the cones did not make it. Respect for the cone. I had to lift their cold tires yet. You know, as always, also the GT3 cars, you want to be as straight as you can once you hit the throttle. I won't accelerate too hard mid-corner to avoid the oversteer. All 37s. Oh shit, I invalidated. Oh yeah, let's use it as a warm-up tire, slap them. Still understeering there. I'm not happy about that. Six. So creeping downwards. And we're already invalidated, so we're not going to bother too much. So we were P2 for just a little while. We were down to P7. And we are going to be making a little bit of space for ourselves. For the car ahead. I want to be a second. Still have enough fuel and the pressures are good for another couple of laps, so right. Missed turn one though. Missed it by quite a lot actually. Guy had him just a little bit all over the place, so hopefully he's not gonna get too much in our way. So definitely the tires are gripping up better now. They're up a little bit up to temperature. So the region of this guy is interesting. Oh, let's see if we can take advantage of the little bit of clean air in front of us now. We're currently down to P9. I still believe we have at least 2, maybe 3 tenths in the lap. We'll still have to pull it together though. So there's a tenth right there, 10th and a half. Terrible section. Terrible. Try and stay ahead and throw this guy along, I guess. Oh, 6th gear. You don't need 6th gear for this one. So we had potentially a good lap in us, but we've screwed up. So some warnings coming in at the quality session. That's interesting. That's really interesting. So we're gonna let Galley pass us here. We are going to try and make a little bit of space for ourselves behind him. E10 currently. Probably some guys. I don't know. I was trying to make space and then Clark here ahead of me, yeah, completely misjudged his final corner there. And so we are way too eager. I mean, just I'm impatient. The luck's not good. So you know what I would have said about hitting the apexes and getting a good flow in? This is not what you want to do then. And another set of cones have fallen, so respect for the cones. So okay, we have enough fuel for a couple of outlaps store. Screw the corners. That lap was so busty anyway, so. Okay, we have some air in front of us. Let's make the most out of it. Let's basically do what we didn't do last time around. I have a race setup prepared to avoid the bottoming out in the chicane. However, that feels a little floaty to me. So I'm actually debating on not using that. You know, we will go for the tried and tested random click method. We want to push and get them down to the 36s if we can. And we make some time up here, second part of the lap. So far we're not making up that much time. So a couple of hundreds, maybe a tenth. Yeah, 0.4. I can see where I'm not getting a good exit out of sector 1, so alright, so we'll give this one more go. So yeah, I need to be a little bit more aggressive there. Got a little bit time out of it. Rotation a lot better there. Delta slowly creeping down. This guy on a hot lap. Oh, thank you either way. So 2/10, keep it up. That wasn't a good exit, that was a poor exit. Damn it, lost it. Damn it, had 2/10 and then we lost it. P12, we lost P10 also. I don't understand why this guy is pushing. He's got a blue flag. So yeah, this is lap is the bust, so no point in finishing it up. Okay, so P12, what we had in quali, no sorry, in the practice session, right? I think so. So we'll do a quick escape to the bathroom and we'll be right back. All right, so 45-minute race. We have a race setup prepared. And the way the race setup is set up, so toe and camber settings for the tires are fairly are the same as the quali setup. I am going to increase all the pressures all the way around by one click. They're already higher than the quali setup, so I don't want to raise them too much. Electronics is going to stay the same. Fuel strategy 65 liters. Tire set, we're going to put a fresh tire set on, obviously. We need a pit. We'll make sure that we have a tire set selected for that. So, that hurt. Mechanical grip, so yeah, there are these settings are a bit stiffer, the front end, and this is just to help the car not bottom out. So the car is as stiff as you can be. But like I said, it's a little bit floaty, I would say. Brake pretty high, full back wing. Doesn't really, I mean, it helps probably just not having the rear end step out. But I raised the front end here by 2 clicks. 2 clicks, and I also raised the rear by several clicks. So that is because the car does understeer a little bit, so I want a little bit more rotation. And yeah, like I said, 8 liters should be, refueling is not allowed for this system. So pretty confident in my fuel. Let's just quickly check my fuel calculator. So I had it at 210. Let's do 220 as just the default, so it's like 64. Yeah, we'll be safe with 60. Pretty confident. Let's go with that. Fresh tire sets. Let's click drive. Put on our race endurance lights. Start up the car. And then, yeah. Shortly on our way. So, wish us luck, guys. Wish us luck. We hope to survive. You know, drive to survive. Drive to survive. So, who do we have behind us? We have a here, a Silly. Hey, Silly. In a Chevrolet. In front of us we have Olkers in the AMG, and Vondi next to us in the Porsche GT4 car. Where do we have our host Boonatix? Our host Boonatix, he is, I'm not sure, didn't see his name. So hopefully, is he way ahead? Yeah, he's P8, Boonatix. So Boon is P8. Damn it, I wanted to qualify ahead of him. Okay, let's play the catch-up game then. You know, in the GT4 races I've had here, none have actually ended well for me, so... And given the poor track record I have on in this series and the series before, I'm kinda silently saying my prayers here. Hopefully we can survive lap 1, turn 1, all these good things. We are going to be starting on the outside, so we are going to be having to take a wider line into turn 1, and then trying to keep that line for the next turn, and hopefully getting out on top there on the inside. Pressures are going to be suffering throughout the race, so hopefully we can get tires relatively up to temperature before the race starts. If not, we're going to need a couple of laps to get them fully up to temperature. Pressure-wise, I'm thinking trying to avoid as much as I can the curbs for the first couple of laps. You don't want to hit the curbs with under-pressurized tires. That's kind of why I'm trying to brake a little extra here. So I want to warm up my brake discs so hopefully they can retain a little bit of heat and use that heat to warm up the tires. And like I've said before, thank God that ACC has ghost cars, or you know, damage disabled for the warm-up lap. You know, it could be all kinds of savagery going on there. But yeah. Alright, so we are, well, not up to temperature, not up to pressures, but we're slowly getting there. Trying not to hit the curbs too badly for the first lap, and then let's get a good start. A little bit slow, but green. Green go, so watching out for the brake lights ahead. Don't punt me on the rear, please. God, come on! Come on, seriously? Why? Why always me? Fucking at least just 5 seconds of damage this time, so the GT4 isn't gonna... Yeah, guys... Yeah, I'm seriously reconsidering this series, man, guys. This is such It's happened over and over again. I don't want to be a sour grape, but yeah, this is just my motivation for doing this series. Is I was really looking forward to it when Boonatix announced it, really, but the driving standards and the racecraft. You know, still 45-minute race. At least we're not in the pits. You know, that's something. But why always me, guys? Oh, some guy going backwards there. Alright. Be careful there, guy. The game will disqualify you. You know, I was worried about the setup being too oversteery, understeery, and you know, the setup's the last thing you gotta worry about in this league. We're still not up to temperatures though, in the tires. Pressure wise looking fine except on the front left. Once we hit the sand there, it's impossible to make an overtake into the chicane here, so do not want to make a 3 wide there. The Porsche was really missing his mark, so he overtook outside of the track. The guy behind needs to chill out. So people backwards there. I would be surprised, but you know, I'm not. Yeah, sweet pass, but I'm faster than all of these guys. Well, let's just claw as much back as we can. This AMG, he completely disregarded the chicane limits there, so way too hot on that first turn. So am I getting my left front up to temperatures, up to pressure? It would seem like it. I'm trying to downshift to second there, and that's not going to work. The car just won't do it. Some kind of probably electronical failsafe or something like that. Car number, man. I'm 31. Okay. So my usual car number. I try to get the number 31 in all my leagues. Background for that being the offspring. You know, I'm a child of the 90s, so he asked for a 13, but they drew a 31. So if you're close to 40 or high 30s, you know what I'm talking about. Big part of my youth, that song. The offspring, that generation. A lot of people missing their braking markers. You know, we'll aim for top 10, top 15 maybe. We'll just try and see how far we get. God damn it. And we of course missed the chicane. Lost a couple of positions there. Need to gain those back. Totally my fault. So, like I said, the car was a little bit bouncy, so it needs to be straight after that chicane. So, leader on quali times already. That's good. That's nice. Someone getting drive-thrus already for track limits. That's early. Not even 10 minutes into the race. And I hope there was someone in front of me so I can gain their position. Was it? I don't know. Probably someone behind. I'm not too good at watching those results real time. So our race pace at the moment a full second behind the leader. I mean, that's a little too far off if I'm gonna be honest. I want it to be stable mid 37s or even low 37s, but I want to see what I can get away with. Double yellow, okay. I want to see what I can get away with in the chicane with regards to cutting it, okay. Porsche backing up into track there. Need to be a little bit closer here to outbrake the AMG ahead of us. I'm not gonna dive in too hard on the inside there. I don't like when I need to overtake the same. I need to overtake the same guys twice. No, that's not being unfair or critiqueful to the guys ahead. It's my own fault that I am in this situation. That's a cool overtake. All the highlights of the race so far. Okay, that's not leaving a space, guy. And you're braking really early into here. Okay, let's see if we can pass him again. Also, I'm doing 43s, so... Oh, that's Johannes. Dude, come on, man. There's no need to put the car in front of me. I'm not letting you up the inside, so let's just forget about that. Oh, someone returned to pits there. Could have probably dive bombed in there, but I'm kind of a little bit scared to having him on my sights. Luckily he broke early. Got a terrible exit there though. Oh. A little buddy of mine. Johannes, come here. I want you. Gotta try to avoid the sand there on the outside because that slows you up a lot. Oh, taking a shortcut there. Pretty sure that's not a valid line there, Johannes. To be fair, that Chevrolet, I don't know how easy that is to turn though. I haven't really tested it out much. I've done a couple of test sessions, 1 or 2 tracks. Wasn't really impressed by its abilities, so haven't really raced it, but judging by the way Johannes took the shortcut there, not too impressive. Sounds amazing though. I'll give it that. Rear's a little bit over, front right a little bit under. So front right is going to suffer a little bit, as we expected really. And a little wheel spin there. Johannes It's really struggling to keep the car in the tarmac. Some guy ahead here giving us a little bit of a smoke screen. We just show ourselves a little bit in the mirror, not too bad. You know, just letting them know that we're here. And hopefully it goes wide, and it did. Didn't want to turn into him. He's struggling there to keep it inside. For me, it looks like he's struggling with the understeer. I'm gonna have to sit in this car and do the same setup to try to identify the issue. To get back here a little bit on the rhythm. Rhythm is a dancer. Yeah, like I said, a child of the 90s. Generation X and whatnot. So we're closing up to Shitil here. Shitil, Kaito, Shitil. Is that a valid line through there? Seems to have been. And the further ahead we get, the harder it's going to be to overtake. So, you know, try to get in the mirrors, play a little bit of a mind game and see if that works. Let's watch here, first lap with a little bit clean air, how the Delta telling us 37s. Oh yeah, 38s maybe. There's 38 blank. Oh, too wide. And like I said, the further ahead we get, the more difficult it's going to become to overtake, just because the guys are faster. You know, there's a guy ahead of us that doesn't deserve to be there, so... Lap times don't lie. So to be able to catch them up, we're just going to try to be as consistent as we can. Four lines. Lines are not good. lost a little bit to the rest ahead. Lost a second. Don't like that zone. Understeered there. I need to be a little bit more aggressive on the curb. Sparks flying over here. That's got to be a warning. Yeah, that was a warning. So halfway, fronts, not losing too much, rears, not losing too much. So if they keep that loss ratio for the PSIs, then it's looking okay for the rest of the race actually. So let's hope that keeps true. Cars ahead fighting. That's good for me. That's a little bit better compared to last lap. But a lot better, it's just a little time. So if we get back to our starting position, which was P12 I think, I'll be pretty pleased with that, considering what happened lap 1, turn 1. McLaren had also braking very early, so let's stay close to him and see where his brake put out for this one. So we can probably outbrake him if we can get the inside into one of the corners after a straight. Obviously we have to be as close to him as possible. Unstable there. Oh, thank you. Let us have that. Oh, Porsche gone. I took a warning for that because I did not want to end up in his rear. So I sacrificed the warning for that. A little bit cynical, but I'm not sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry. Most important was not to make contact with him and, you know, costing us and him damage. Alright, Sealy and Kenmin are ahead of us. We know those guys from SRXP. Half fuel left, so yeah, we probably overfuel a little bit, but that's okay. We knew we did. Don't think about the lap times. What are you saying? My lap times are slow? Probably are, but you don't have to say it like that. Wrap it in like that. Trying to be as smooth as possible, getting into the rhythm again in clean air. Third warning. Probably, yeah, third warning. Okay, so remember when I said to start the race I didn't have a drive-through yet on this track? We might see our first one here then. Just trying to push a little too hard. What came in too hard on that. Did not get a good angle. Just hunker down, concentrate. If you guys are here to start fighting, then that's good for us. We'll check after the race, see what happened there. Lap 1, turn 1. That's hopefully going to be the only incident. Hopefully. So rear just slightly starting to loosen up a little bit. We are closing up a little bit. So we're 2 spots away from our grid position at the start, so let's keep pushing and see how close we can get. And I'm making a couple of mistakes here and there that are not helping me. Turn, car, turn. Oh, we lost it there. Kevin lost it. Hit a couple of walls there. Oh, is it gonna... Hold the brakes, man. Okay, that was close. A little too close for comfort. Oh, we're P12. We started P12, we're back at P12. Not too far off Silly, so let's see if we can make up some ground. He started behind us, I think. Pretty sure I saw him flashing the lights there at the start, so... see if we can catch up to him. Thank you, Pest. What's the turning point there? Lost half a second. So NFA means no further action. So if the race controls has seen an incident and either both guys are at fault, that'd probably be a racing incident, but NFA stands the rule there won't be any consequence. I'm having a hard time catching up to Shittil here, which I'm trying to lap actually. So it's not too bad pace-wise. And like I said, I'm making a lot of mistakes, so it's going slowly to catch up. But it was like I said earlier, the further ahead you try to gain back your positions, the harder it's going to get because the faster the guys are going to be. So if we can gain one more position, then I'll be happy. If not, you know, P12 is at least where we started, so at least we've clawed our way back to our starting position. So blue flags, let's see what he does. Sorry, man. Go, man. Didn't mean to hit him. But either you get out of the way or you or you brake at the normal braking point. I mean, he broke like, I don't know, 50 meters before he was supposed to. He could have sidestepped a little bit earlier, I feel. Okay, I'm sorry nonetheless, it's my fault, so Alright. Last 7 minutes of the race. Pressure wise, you know, tires are like expected. They've lost half a psi, even more maybe. Still within race parameters though for a GT4 car. So not terribly low yet. Till he got away from us, so not expecting to catch up to him again. I'm gonna have to apologize to Shooter later. Did not mean to rear-end him like that. Do not want to snap oversteer there. Don't hit me, please. So I wanted to compare the Aston Martin AMR GT4 to the Mercedes. That's the other car I've driven a lot, and the Porsche, which are the cars that I've driven the most out of the GT4 cars. I would say the Mercedes and the Aston Martin aren't that far apart. I'm not sure if which track is the strongest for if Zolder is a stronger track for the Mercedes or the Aston Martin. I'm not sure about that, but obviously my pace and my bad luck has nothing to do with the car, more to do with the driver. That means me. But yeah, I feel like the Aston Martin can be competitive in some tracks, this one also. But you know, we're eagerly and anxiously awaiting some new DLC, which hopefully brings a couple of new cars, because I think everyone's a bit fatigued with the cars that are currently available in ACC. So there's also been a lot of updates lately to ACC, obviously no DLC, but just general updates, so we'll see what they're preparing there. If we can get some new DLC for Christmas, that would be awesome. Such a shame that Kunos doesn't really do an announcement of coming roadmap, because, you know, that would give people some hope as to what's coming ahead. So last 3 minutes here, let's try to survive, keep our position. We have clean air in front of us. And there's 4 seconds back to Lachowski behind us, or Lachowski. Not sure if I butchered the name, so sorry if I did. That seal is gone. He's too far ahead of us. Not much we can do with him. And after the race, we'll load up the replay file, and then we'll check what happened in turn 1. We're not gonna make a big deal out of it, but we'll need to consider what to do in this series if we want to keep going, or do one more chance, or if we'll call it a day. So I'm happy that I remapped my MFD button, my MFD cycle button. That's kind of cool. So I'm not going to risk accidentally disabling the pit limiter once I hit the MFD to cycle after a pit stop. I did that yesterday. Was a big brain fart from my side. Cost me a 30-second stop and go. Cost me a lot of places in the race. So we're not going to do that again. So now I mapped it to a different funky switch, nowhere near the selection buttons, which are on the other funky switch, or you know, I have 2 funky switches, one on the left and one on the right. So hopefully we'll never do that again. You know, never say never, because yeah, never say never, but at least the potentially is greatly reduced. You know, if we could have been just a little bit more consistent at the start of the race, then we might have had a chance at top 10. But as things have been playing out, then I guess we're back at our qualifying position. And we got some race time out of it. We have our SA back to 97. That had dropped a lot. My SA had dropped without even really having too many incidents, so that was weird. Final lap, alright. Let's try to keep it on the track then for the final lap. What did I just say? Keep it in the track. First thing I do is go off track. Yeah, tires not that happy actually, but pressure wise they're good, but they're slippery. I'll check the tire wear after. Leader finished the race, so leader finishing up good. A minute ahead of me. So GG to the winner. Just lost focus really. So Lachowski is 4 seconds away. Obviously if I hit a wall he's gonna catch me, but apart from that. So fireworks looking amazing. And Zolder, the Zolder evening. At least we have fireworks greeting us once we finish them crossing the finish line. Alright, P12 was a disaster. Turn 1, lap 1. We gain SA at least. We gain SA at least. There's not much more to be said about that. We'll return to pits, and actually what we'll do is we'll check our tire wear. That's interesting. So return to garage. The Boonatix in P8. We're not that far away. Obviously without an incident we could have been up here. So Jim again, taking the crown, I guess. I'm gonna return to garage here and want us check our wares. Alright, not too bad, not too bad. We had 240 on the inside, left front. 232, our most worn area on the left rear. Fairly even, 241 on the outside, 232 on the inside. So yeah, even spread there, even 10 here. On the right hand side, obviously less wear. So yeah, you know, I said that the tires were feeling a bit slidey. I really, I don't know about that. However, I feel that this didn't work. I'm gonna check the modec, but I feel like this didn't work at all. The raising the fronts. So let me quickly just open up the modec, and yeah, I'll talk you through what my thoughts were. So this is the modec right here, and just let's see the start. Let me post. You can probably see that. I hope you can see that. Oh, that shit! The game minimized. Okay, let's share my secondary screen because I don't really like when that happens. So I'll share my secondary screen here. Um, Secondary screen. Good. Modec. So we're in the modec and we're looking at the right height. So my thoughts before the race were trying to avoid this situation right here where it bottoms out in the chicane. You can see that it is the chicane because we're having it happening right here. And else we're also bottoming, or not bottoming out, but let's see where else. We're really low here. So we're really low, right about here. And this is the second chicane. And then thirdly, we were really low on the back straight. That's the back straight. After, that's a long, yeah. So this is the first chicane. That's the second chicane, and then we turn right up until a high speed where we're bottoming out a little bit right there at the front. Probably some kink or some pothole or something in the road there. So that was why I want to raise the front a bit, but it made the car really understeer and really floaty. So what I'm gonna do, I'll just actually turn that down. So if we see the last one of the later laps here, then we can see that yes, we are pretty low, but that's pretty much it. Those two situations are pretty much that's it. And then the rear, we're also bottoming out on the same places, same spots right there on the second chicane actually most, and on the first chicane obviously. But it's just so little. Then obviously the rears aren't going much higher than this. And the fronts, you know, I didn't like the way it felt. So what we could have done, what we should have done was just trust our gut feeling and just went with the quality setup really. But you know, it is what it is. We learned. We did how many laps? We did 48 laps. Oh, not 40 laps. Laps did we? Timetables. We did 28 laps. So 28 laps would be lost. Oh, obviously, we loaded the qualifying session. Yeah. So that's it for that race. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. And oh yeah, we'll look at the replay actually. Did you say the replay? I think it was. So we'll look at the replay, lap 1, turn 1. See what kind of crazy situations happened there. So yeah, we'll take a look at lap 1. So where is our car here? This is our car. This is lap 1. Actually, I'm not sure that's lap 1. That's probably just a warm-up lap. Probably just a warm-up lap. Yeah, it is. So we'll move ahead a little bit here. Move ahead, move ahead. So here, back at the start, we are. Go ahead a little bit more. So let's see what happens here. This is the start-finish line. And like I said, I was praying, I was hoping, but no such luck, unfortunately. So let's watch. We got off to a slow start, really. The Beamer behind me really closing up. And then... oh my lord. Why? Just... this Porsche right here. No need to name names, but this Porsche right here. So this is us. This is us in the purple in the purple Aston. We got it to a really slow start, so obviously the Beamer in a straight line. But he did really well. He did not punt me. So we are turning in here, minding our freaking business, turning in, and what the hell happened to this guy? Where's that? He get tapped out himself, trying to do some sort of crazy maneuver. So yeah, there was contact there. So yeah, you see this Porsche. This Porsche hits the Porsche in front of him. Same livery. Hits him in the rear. And then, you know, he goes out wide. And taps me on the rear. Okay. Taps me on the rear side, and I had to let the whole field. We'll load that up in gallery. So gallery, Zolder, play. Yeah, there was so much carnage in the first laps that did make up some places, but we'll have to re-evaluate our station here. So starting procedure. Wasn't the starting procedure. This is when actually after that happened. I'm dead last year. Okay, so like I said, this Porsche right here, he tapped the rear end. No, sorry. This third Porsche. Look at the speed. He's not even holding his fucking brakes. He's under the sign. The braking point is like 20-30 minutes before the sign. And like I said, I'm not going to name names, but this was really... So, yeah. Let's look at the speed at which it takes and when he actually hits the... let's look at when he actually hits the brakes. Oh my lord. Rewind that. Look at his throttle and brake inputs. This is a braking point. Yeah, not even close. Not even close. And then... this is us backwards. Again, backwards in this league. Oh yeah. Boom. Bye. Bye. I held my brakes. Restarted my car. Got back on track. And then let's watch the first couple of laps here. Watch them from... Can we watch it from above? Yeah, we can watch it from above. So let's watch our first couple of laps here. And then, you know, figure out what was happening. So we are catching up to the first couple of backmarkers here. We're dead last year. We're third to last year. So some guys off in the sand. We made up another position here. And then what else happens? What else happens here? I don't know. We dive bomb a little bit there, but there's plenty of space for us. Coming up to the Mercedes in front of us and the McLaren. Final chicane, we're back at the start-finish line and we have made up 4 places. But we made up a lot of places on the first couple of laps. We're going in here. Still behind the Mercedes. We were caught up behind the Mercedes a little bit, weren't we? Following the Mercedes around here. You know, that Porsche, I had a little bit of guilty conscience that I tapped him on the end there. Not now I really don't. A little bit mean to say, but bygones, I guess. So yeah, we're stuck a little bit. The Mercedes overtook the McLaren here at this point. So this is still lap 2, I think. Yeah, this is lap 2, second lap. So what happened to the McLaren here? We had to brake a little. Okay, so some cars here reversing, some cars reversing. That's good. Another car on the grid here. So now we have 6 places up. So yeah, we have 6 places, 7 places, something like that. Are we taking the inside on the McLaren here? I think we are. Yeah, we took the inside of the McLaren there. I broke him a little bit. And then took a really short line there. And then now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9. We have 9 positions gained. So we are currently P24 at this point. And yeah, what else? Let's see. We're still behind the Mercedes. Did we actually manage to overtake the Mercedes at some point? I can't remember. So he's going wide there. I think maybe we overtook him here. Yes, we did. So we're past the Mercedes there. But then we made a mistake, didn't we? And we had to give up that position. I think I made a mistake and I had to give that that position back, going really wide here. Oh, we're cutting back. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. Let's see if we can see any sparks from the chicane here. When we bottom out, that usually the game produces some sparks at the bottom of the car. But I don't think I saw any. Not too bad. I mean, I guess it works, but it made the car really floaty, the higher front end, so I really didn't feel comfortable to me throughout the race, really. So here we are coming up to the second group of guys. So there's a Mercedes and a Maserati in front of us, and then some Chevrolets in front of that. Chevrolets, I think, will struggle to race. You know what? Let me pause that. I'm so sorry. I haven't really paying attention to the chat at all, and that's probably because oh, okay, some bots. I haven't been paying it. I had to change the screen key because there was something not working with OBS, so I've totally ignored the chat. So yeah, like bumper cars. I'm sorry, I really ignored it. So hey, Alan. Yeah, Dominic. So I'm sorry about ignoring you guys. It really wasn't. I didn't have the chat at all. So yeah, back to the replay here. So catching up to the Maserati went oversteer there, and the Mercedes got him. I think maybe I got the inside. Yeah, I think I got the inside here on the Mercedes, and on the following lap, I think I made a mistake, which meant that he did well there to avoid me. I mean, pace really wasn't really that great, man. I did not feel comfortable in the car at all. It felt really floaty to me, the front end. Just yeah, terrible. Like I said, I was understeering all over the place. I'm pretty sure I have to give back the position to this Mercedes, and then after that, took me a couple of laps to get by him again. But then we sort of settled on some pace, and yeah, we sort of settled on some pace, and then you know, we got back up to P12. So you know, all in all, I can't be really that disappointed. But obviously, I feel like a target and like a magnet of sorts in this series. So yeah, that's such a whiny YouTuber, you know, right? Yeah, that overtake was clean, but I dived. When did I dive? Was it before I dived? Either way, I think I'm pretty sure I made some mistake here, and I had to. And that for yeah, I'm pretty. Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate your confidence in me. I'm pretty sure I got stuck behind this Chevrolet here for some laps, and then I think I overtook him and then made a mistake and had to let him pass. Both him and the Mercedes, I think. So coming up to the start finish line, I was hoping he was going to go wide and understeer away. And yeah, he did that and we got past him. Yeah. Yeah, man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. I was not meaning to ignore it. It's just like I said, I had to change the stream key for some reason. OBS wasn't picking it up, and it didn't show my chat. So I'll check on that for next race. I'll make sure that's back in order for Sunday. Oh, you were? I didn't manage to. Well, did I manage to? Oh shit! Look at that. That was my mistake. You saw that? That was the mistake I was referring to. So I clipped the second curve there. I was just too eager there and just jumped, and then whoopsie daisy. Did I manage? Yeah, I managed to keep it off the wall. Thankfully, I had enough of damage. Look at the brakes glowing red there. Such nice graphics in this game. And then yeah, I had to catch up to the Mercedes and the Chevrolet again before I was close enough to make a further attack. Let's just, yeah, here I was catching up to the same Mercedes. So so annoying when you overtake a car and then make a mistake and then you have to start all over again with the same guys ahead of you. This Mercedes guy, he had good racecraft. I think he let me pass. I think, didn't he? I think he let me pass coming up to one of the chicanes. Oh, look at this! A Mercedes stopping there, dead center. So yeah, we're chasing this guy, and then I'm pretty sure he let us past at some point. Because I had to use a lap or two to get past the Chevrolet again. So Chevy going wide there again. The Chevrolet does seem to suffer a lot from understeer in this track. Like I said, I haven't really driven it, so I can't really say why, but yeah. And tire wear was 240, I think, and the rear left. So yeah, not too bad. I would have thought it was worse than that, but not too bad, not too bad. So I think the Mercedes just let off here, didn't he? Let's just see. I didn't want to dive bomb this on this chicane, and yeah, he let off. He let off completely. So he let me go around the outside, and then yeah, I just stayed in my line just to not cross over while braking. Yeah, definitely just let us have the position, and then I think we used a lap maybe to get past the Chevy. Where was this? This was... Oh yeah, that was interesting. He didn't leave me much space here, so let's change the camera to go up from behind. So I got a better run off of the corner before this one. Had some pretty good speed. So this is... Where is this? Yeah, this is coming up to the start-finish line, and then he just went straight. Boom. I took evasive actions there. I just preferred to go over the grass before risking it. So no, I don't think he. I don't know. He was definitely not blocking. Definitely not. So I'm not saying that he was blocking. I'm just saying that I did not get close enough to him to make a good overtake on the inside. So no, I'm not. He did not block me. I never took it as blocking, so yeah. Then he goes out wide here, understeers a little bit here. Get a better run through here. And then, a little bit in front of my line. I had to brake there a little extra. And coming up to the chicane again. Here is, I think, let me pause it right here. I think that the Mercedes has caught up to me. Yeah, the Mercedes has caught up to me. In the stream, I was like, nope, you're not getting the inside. Forget about it. You want to go around? Go around. A little bit of a cynical maneuver from me there. A little bit of a defensive line. Because I knew I had a little bit better pace than him, so I didn't want to do all the work again. So I just, yeah, I wanted to defend there a little bit. This chicane never felt good to me. This chicane in the quali setup feels so much better than the race setup. And I'm powering through here. And then there was another Chevy in front of me. That was Johannes. Barely saw him. There I got the inside, and this is where I think I made the overtake stick. Again, I had to go over the grass. And I knew I was braking later than he was. Even though I was a little bit nervous, not gonna lie, I was a little bit nervous here that we was going to get on my inside and tap my car on the inside, but luckily we got a good line through there, and we oversteered a little bit there, just got too eager. Had a little bit of a snapping there until got a poor exit, I would say. But then, yeah, then we started the hunt for Johannes. At this point, Boonatix was 4 spots ahead of me, so, you know, not too far ahead. Obviously, I was not too consistent, but see where we took Johannes here. I think he made a mistake and went wide. I think I said on stream, please don't hit me. Yeah. The quote of the day. You know, not always, it doesn't always work. Please don't hit me. That's gonna be a trademark. I'm gonna get a shirt that says please don't hit me. You know, I have a livery that's for the GT3 cars that has the no zone at the rear end. So maybe I need to get a GT4 livery that says stay away from my no zone. So coming up to Johannes here in the Chevy. I'm pretty sure he made a mistake understeering, and we took him on the inside. Just showing ourselves a little bit on the mirrors here. Nothing too aggressive, I don't think. Desperate times, yeah. he understeers here, and I'm pretty sure we got him here on the outside. And then, you know, just holding the outside line, because obviously I don't want to turn into him too much. Yeah, I gave him a ton of space. I gave him way too much space there, so kind of catching me offline there. And I think this is where he understeers again into the sand. Can that be true? Yeah, he goes wide again, and on the dirty side of the track, touches a little bit of the sand, and then that's goodbye really, because the sand on the outside there, that slows you up so bad. That slows you up really, really bad, so yeah. And then, yeah, I think there we caught up to Schittil, the Porsche in front of us. We were stuck behind him for a little bit. I don't think that we didn't catch up to him that easily, I think. And even we made a couple of mistakes. This was more towards the second half of the race, so obviously more and more difficult to take. At this point we're 4 seconds behind, so obviously we've made some mistakes. My consistency was not good. Here we are, where are we here? We have, so Schittil, he has overtaken the McLaren in front of us, in front of him, sorry. And then we have Lakowski in front of us. Yeah, the sand trap is actually, it's just a slow trap. It's not a sand trap, it's a slow you down trap. Especially in the GT4s, yeah, because they are lacking a little bit of the power to plow through it, really. But also in the GT3s, it also compromises a lot of lap time, though. So, I'm up to McLaren. Let's just see the overtake on that Kowski. So coming up here into the first chicane. I did not dive bomb him. No, I did not. I had 3 warnings fairly. I had them before the half of the race. Yeah, he let me through. He definitely let me through. He let off the gas there and let me through. So I don't know why, but thanks to him. And then okay, yeah, this yeah, okay. So Lakowski really kindly lets me through. He did not have to do that, not by any means. And then Schittel in front of me here, he oversteers in the first chicane. Probably brakes too late. Yeah, he brakes way too late there and oversteers, overshoots it, and I just at this at this point I see, oh, he's oversteering, and then my reaction time was just, nope, don't want any of that. Bye bye. Hey Alex, man. Nah, did you see the first lap incident? It was it was this guy. So, you know, I got my silent revenge on him on lap 16, and then I think actually I tapped him later on the race. I think actually I tapped his ass later on the race, but that was completely unintentional. So at this point he was like oversteering on the first chicane. I was like, nope, I don't want any of that. Bye bye, bye Cone, goodbye, have a nice life. And then yeah. So Alin, this is where I was catching up to you, I think. So at this point I'm 5 seconds behind you, and the closest I got I think was maybe 4 seconds. So 4.9. Did I get 4.6? 4.3? 4.2? So yeah, I did not. You warned him? Yeah, good. You had just a warning, not a drive-through? So at this point we are 4.2 seconds behind Alan. Yeah, but he didn't. I had overtaken him with a lap, and I don't know if he. Yeah, I don't know. I completely pulled over to kind of like apologize for that, because he broke a little weird there. So Kenman, Alan, I think you overtook Kenman here, and Kenman did some weird spin. Coming up, we can follow this line because that will give us an overview of the guys ahead of us. So Alan, this is you in the Chevy in front of us, 2 places ahead. Good job keeping that thing inside the lines. It looks to me, I don't know, but is it really understeery? It looks to be a little understeery to me. So cutting back here, we had Kenman on our sights, and yeah, coulda, shoulda, woulda, huh? Not me though, not me. I waited. So a little bit of sand there. First turn, that sand, if you just touch it, not too bad, but obviously you do not want to touch sand. Kind of like Sandvort also. Zolder and Sandvort a little bit similar in that regard. You do not want to be in the sand at all. So dust clouds coming up here from Kenmin and Alin from your car. Let's have a see. Yeah, here. So here he had some weird oversteering issues. Let's see what happens here. So he's coming. He's in the Beamer here, coming through the fast right-hander. So yeah, he just oversteers and he overcorrects it. I don't know. He had plenty of time to stay that and catch that. He just had to straighten this out, but then goes into a slapper and then hits this wall and then cuts across, hitting that wall. And here I was like, I had a petite brown code moment here. So I'm watching Kenmin in front of me. Let's look at it real time first. I'm watching him. Oh, his shit, he lost it. He's going right. Okay, he's going left. No, he's going back right. Okay, stay right there. And then, no, going back left. Oh my god. Where do I put my car? Let's slow that down to half speed there. So oversteers to the right. Okay, cuts across to the left. That's fine. Hold your brakes. Hold your brakes. No, you're not holding your brakes. Okay, let's switch it back then. Go to the left. Go to the left. Go to the left. Stay there. Stay there. No, no, no. Stay there. And then we got through. And at this point, Alin, I think I lost you a little bit there. So I'm 5 seconds behind you, and I don't think I recovered that much of 4.5 seconds behind you. 3.5 seconds behind you, so we are catching up a little bit here. But then I think I started making some mistakes, and you got away. So this is, I think this is Shitil in front of us, and Alin, you're in front of that. So follow rear to stay clear of incident. No, yeah, rear. Oh, too wide, too wide. Yeah, that was I was weaving back and forth. I was seeing him playing ping pong with the walls. Then I was trying to cut back, but then he went over to the right, and okay, I go to the left, and then we started slowly going to the left again. I was like, no. So I think this is where I tapped him. Was it not? I think this is where I tapped him. I'm not sure. So yellow flag, some guys getting here on the side of the road. So not sure who that was. Then yeah, he brakes really early. Look at this. You know, stewards. I'm not sure I'm at fault here. Just saying. Look at his braking lights. I'm gonna slow it down here. Look at his brake lights. Actually, let's jump in his car. So that's well ahead of the brake markers. And slow it down again. So the brake markers are here after the curves, after when it straightens out, right about here. Look at that. That's like 4 car lengths ahead, and then he brakes in the racing line. You know, I'm not saying that I want to do your stewarding job for you, but if I was the steward, Oh, let's bring it back full speed and then watch it from my onboard camera. I got caught out. I'm not gonna lie, I got a little bit caught out of his early braking, because obviously we're lapping him, so he's a lap behind us and coming around full speed. So this is full throttle. He starts braking here, and I just, where am I gonna put the car? What am I supposed to do with the car? And then I just, yeah. And that's basically, Alin, that's where I lost you. That's where you pulled away from me, because then I really had no way of catching. Yeah. Yeah, he broke very, very early. Broke very early, and then, oh my god, I had, okay, bye-bye. Goodbye to you. And then, you know, I waited, you know, come past me, and then he never went past me. I don't know why. I wanted him, and then, okay, you're not going to go, I'm going then. And I tried to say sorry with my blinkers. I don't know if you saw that. Yeah. Oh, this is just meaning I'm sorry. Didn't mean to hit you, but you caused the turn 1 incident, so I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. He has brake lights, but the brake, dude, that's not fair. The brake lights in the Porsche are so small. Just look, I have my high beams on him. Look at that. Come on, man. He has brake lights. Come on. You know, they should install like a LED strip on top of his roof here. But look, he's braking. He was starting to brake in the turn. Look at this. He started to brake here. There. Oh, come on, man. You know, be fair. Yeah, that's the gap right there. So, and then, you know, now we're P12. We ain't catching up to Allen in front of us, so. But you know, up until this point, at least, you know, we passed a third of the field. We got back our qualifying position, and then that was it, really. The rest of the laps were just wasn't getting any closer. So 4.7. Who is in front of us here? No, that's not you. That's who is that? Is that a Chevy? I think that's a Chevy. Oh, that's a Ginetta in front of us. I don't know who that Ginetta is. So obviously after that, we didn't really. We're 7.8 seconds behind, and then we are 7.3, so we are catching up a little bit. 7.2, so we're catching up like a half a second per lap, something like that. And then again, we were again. I did some mistakes here, and then I kind of didn't want to get a final warning, so that was it. Don't race with headlights on. That's a best tip ever, man. That's, you know, especially in the night race, leave them off. They'll never see you coming, and then you could just sneak past everyone. Maybe should have had "Please don't hit me" livery. That hurt me in the feelings. Come on. Come on. The Porsche, it has minuscule, it has tiny brake lights. Who can see that? You know? I'm short-sighted. You know, yeah. My night vision is not, and yeah, no. Alright. That was the race, guys. Again, I'm sorry I didn't see the chat. I'll have to fix my stream key for Sunday's race. And yeah, that's it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.